want to opine a little bit about the Rittenhouse trial and the fact that after hours and hours, the jury is still out in deliberations. They will be returning in the morning. To me, while this is an open and shut case, the more interesting question is, why have the jurors not rendered a decision yet? And according to Jack Posobiec on Twitter, 2 jurors holding up decision outright citing backlash per U.S. Marshal in Kenosha. More worried about media leaking their names, what will happen to their families, jobs, etc. Now, regardless of whether or not this is in fact accurate, some people have pointed out that there are no U.S. Marshals allowed in the courtroom, so I want to acknowledge that. But regardless of how this came about, it certainly is a plausible explanation. And given that this might be the case, then one must credit terrorism with this outcome, with the deliberations in deadlock. Because when Antifa, when Black Lives Matter threatened to burn down the courthouse, the surrounding community, they are committing an act of terrorism, which is defined as the threat of or violent use of force in order to achieve a political outcome. And nothing can be more certain than that is their goal, than they are trying to scare people into bending the knee to them and letting them run amok. The question is, what could Black Lives Matter possibly have to do with this case? Because they want the right to be able to run amok. They don't want people to be able to defend themselves. The district attorney in his closing arguments stated that when you bring a gun, you lose your right to self-defense. What baloney, what bullshit. This is exactly what is at stake. This is exactly what they're trying to take away. You lay low and expose your neck and hope that they don't rip it out, because this is what the authoritarians desire. They want control, and what better way to control you than to have you think that if you stand up to them that you'll end up in jail, that you have no right to. And that is what they are doing. So right now, according to the sources, it's 10-2 innocent, and the jurors, again, are citing that they don't want backlash for themselves. They're worried about being exposed to the Antifa types. It's cowardly, it is wrong, but it's understandable to some degree. This jury hopefully will come back and realize that their job is to uphold justice. And if they did not want to be on the jury, then they should have found a way out. But their job is to see the case before them as it is and uphold this institution that believes that one is innocent until proven guilty. One of the amazing unearthings of civilization in order to achieve the society that we have, that frankly, and this is as somebody who's traveled to 60 countries, is superior to any other nation on earth. Sorry, that's how I feel. I am proud of America, and I'm lucky as heck to be born there as somebody who's lived in 5 different countries now. So know that BLM, Antifa are terrorists, and the fact that Merrick Garland has been using the FBI and denoting parents concerned about critical race theory and standing up to the school boards that are trying to inject it into the minds of your children and using the counterterrorism task force for them versus Antifa and Black Lives Matter that are actively agitating, that are actively trying to change the American institutions, the mindset of America via what is, according to the definition of the dictionary, terrorist activity. That is grounds for immediate removal from office for Merrick Garland. And the Joe Biden administration is absolutely awful. This is America, and we uphold the values that have made America great, and we throw those same values away at our own peril. Peace and blessings, everybody. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thumb it up. Join me on rumble.com as well. as YouTube is very censorious.